Chapter 6, Extravagant Generosity. I'm sitting on the beach this evening, watching the swells roll in towards me. Each wave builds as it approaches, ascending, taking shape, deep greens below, sweeping upward into translucent aquamarine, a sculpture in motion, curling forth like shavings from a jade carving. The sheer elegance is enough to take my breath away. The wave I'm fixed upon crashes to the sand like a work of art toppling from its pedestal. But before I can feel the loss, another is rushing to take its place, sweeping forward, upward, utterly mesmerizing beauty. Then comes another, and then another, and another, in an unending processional. All things were made through Him, comes to mind, and without Him, nothing was made that has been made. What are the waves telling us about Jesus? An artist is revealed in the work that they create and in the abundance of the work they create. Think of the ocean. Picture it in your mind. Tonight, the breakers are thundering on the reef 100 yards out, and beyond that, open ocean. What does this tell us about Jesus? What words come to mind? Majestic, powerful, wild, dangerous, tempestuous, like the clearing of the temple, but also gently playful as it laps at your feet, pulling the sand away from beneath you as Jesus ever so gently pulls the rug out from underneath us. I look down, scattered at my feet lie 1,000 shells, delicate, intricate, the work of a jeweler, an artist with very small tools and exceptional eyesight. If all this is the work of an artist's hand, what does it tell us about the artist? Everywhere around me, an obsession with beauty and attention to detail. But most of all, I am thunderstruck by the extravagant generosity strewn around, constantly rolling in. It's as if someone took the family silver and ran down the beach, tossing handfuls here and there like a madman. How do you describe this extravagance? What kind of person acts like this? On the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and His disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to Him, "They have no more wine." "Dear woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied, "My time has not yet come." Pause. What is His tone of voice at this moment? It makes all the difference. Is He being aloof? Is there a sigh of impatience? Is He irritated? Be careful what you read into this story. His response to Mary seems rude, but that can't be. We know He adored her. My goodness, while hanging in agony from the cross, He arranges for her care. Okay, the beauty of their relationship is revealed here as well. She knows all she has to do is ask. There couldn't have been anything condescending in His reply, for she simply turns to the servants and says, like a good Jewish mother, "Do whatever He tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. And then He told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then He called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." This, the first of His miraculous signs, Jesus performed at Cana in Galilee. He thus revealed His glory, and His disciples put their faith in Him. 6 stone jars holding up to 30 gallons each. That would be about 180 gallons. John makes a point of saying that the jars were filled to the brim. 180 gallons equals 682 liters. That would be 908 bottles of wine. I know. It's almost too much to believe. It seems too extravagant. But the scripture makes a point of telling us exactly how many urns there were, how much they held, and even pushes the point that they were filled to the brim. Apparently, the quantity Jesus produced is important to the story. And I'm certainly not going to begrudge Jesus the right to be generous. But watch this. If you want proof of the current religious spirit, its ugly nature, watch how folks freak out over this. Okay? Websites will crop up. Theologians will step forward to argue the amount, right? Look, I didn't do the miracle. I just did the math. Okay? John says he thus revealed his glory. What is it exactly that Jesus thus revealed? I mean, certainly his power over creation, but there's something else here, something beautiful. Jesus did not provide cheap wine, as the maitre d' expected, given the lateness of the hour, nor did he make a statement by substituting grape juice. He didn't give them just a little wine, say a dozen bottles to wrap up the evening with one last toast. Jesus does it lavishly, to the tune of 908 bottles. Here is the same stunning generosity we see pouring forth in creation. Oh, the beauty of Jesus. The text declares he hadn't planned on revealing himself at this time. Might this help us with our own prayer life? Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock, the door will be opened. Jesus would not have urged us to pray if he were unapproachable. Now, bailing the groom out of an embarrassing situation wasn't Jesus' intention. My time has not yet come. But he does it anyways, without a hint of grudgingly. 180 gallons of top-grade hooch. Late into the reception? The crowd has already emptied the cupboards. What is it, close to midnight at this point? This party is going to carry on for hours. What joy, what gladness, how celebratory. Just like Jesus.